What's up, Monoxide? I'm responding to your video, big rant on huge fault in TNA. I can respect your rant. The rant obviously is what you feel about what's wrong with TNA. However, I made a comment saying, like, you obviously dislike TNA. I mean, that you made that perfectly clear. You don't just dislike it, you hate it. Not the fact, so I always wonder, why in the world would you watch this? And then you responded saying, I was at a friend's house. So what? I mean, seriously, if you hate something that bad, why would you watch it? It's just, for example, I'm a big wrestling fan myself. I watched religiously up to the point where Austin got ran over, and then McMahon or Stephanie got married to Triple H, and they were like the co-owners. And I just like, oh, this is not going good. This is gonna be a Triple H title run. And I didn't like him, so I stopped watching. So it's like, get over it. I'll come back when things get better. And once when Austin came back, things got better, and I started watching again. And that's when Kurt Angle. But anyways, that's just an example. Another example. As you can tell, I'm a huge Bronco fan. I'm not from the Denver area, but I am just a fan of the team. For example, I think it was Super Bowl 34. And if you're a football fan, you'll know this. It was Tampa Bay versus Oakland. For those that know me, I hate both teams so much, at least during that time period. Right now, I'm okay with Tampa Bay. But back in that day, 2002, I hated it. It was probably the Super Bowl that I never wanted to see. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch one down, one series. I didn't even turn the TV on. Probably the first Super Bowl I did not watch, and for those that know me, I'm a huge football fan. And if I miss a playoff game or something like that, it's just like, wrestling fans and wrestling. It's like, I'm sure back in the Attitude Era you were watching Raw every single night, or every night it was on. If you're a WWE fan, I'm sure. I mean, everyone is. It's like if you missed a night, and I know how it is. I mean, when I was a kid, it's like, man, if you missed one night of wrestling, it was like, dude, the shit would hit the fan. There'd be nights I get grounded, I won't be allowed to watch wrestling for a night. It's like, oh no, I miss everything. Luckily now, if you miss a night of wrestling, you can watch it right here on YouTube. That besides TNA, you can't get, TNA is not up here besides their own channel. But I wish someone would actually have with post-impact. It'd be kind of nice. I haven't seen TNA probably probably a good year and a half now, because I don't have cable. The only thing I can watch are pay-per-views, and I'll be honest. I don't pay for them. I watch them on the internet because I can't order them anyways. And if I like the pay-per-view, I will buy it. I've bought in Slammiversary. I've bought Genesis of the year that Angle and Samoa Joe. I do the same thing with WWE pay-per-views. If I like them, I'll buy them. I liked No Mercy of this past year. I bought it. I'm planning to buy Armageddon. Thought Armageddon was a pretty good pay-per-view. As far as everything else, I thought Cyber Sunday was garbage. For TNA pay-per-views, I want to get Bound for Glory. From what I heard, it was pretty good, and I have yet to watch it fully. I just watched clips. But my point is if you don't like something, then don't watch it. I mean, if you know the pay-per-view is going to be garbage, or you know the pay-per-view is going to suck, then don't watch it. Then you'll have nothing to be pissed about, and you save 3 hours of your life. This is just a concern type of thing, because you going on a big rant on TNA is just going to piss off a lot of TNA fans. And I don't know if that was the point you were going at. If it was, congratulations. We can give you a clap for that. My opinion on TNA, I don't mind it at all. I think what they're going for is this realistic type point thing. If you put Kurt Angle in the ring with Christian Cage, based on their history, who's going to win? Kurt Angle. That kind of stuff. Kurt Angle's going to win in a straight-up match. Like, who's going to win, the Dudley Boys or the X Division in the fight? The Dudley Boys. And I'm not defending the match at all. I didn't see it, so I'm not going to defend it. I'm just saying that I think that's what TNA is going for. From what I've been hearing and what I've been watching, right here on the internet, they go for this realistic thing. I mean, if you can remember, usually in traditional wrestling, the heel usually is a badass where he does everything to dislike the crowd, but when it comes down to it, if the face is in the ring and challenges the heel to come in, he never comes down. TNA is a little different. Excuse me. It's like, for example, when Kurt Angle was the heel against Samoa Joe. When Samoa Joe kind of embarrassed him, like disrobed him from, you know, it was something really stupid with a sauna bath and all that type of stupid shit. But, you know, he disrobed him and all of a sudden he's beating the shit out of him. Kurt Angle does him an angle slam to the table. I'm like, where the fuck that come from? I think that's, and then he was like, grrr. That was pretty cool though too. But I think the whole thing is they're going for this. I think Kurt Angle makes a pretty good champion heel type wrestler, where the fact is he's not a pushover like this, you know, like everyone else. I mean, not a pushover, but the fact is scaredy heel. I hate those kind of heels. You know, Edge just kind of turned into one of those heels. He attacks from the behind and all that kind of shit. I never cared for those kind of heels. I liked Kane when he was a heel, back when he first came in, or when he feuded with the Undertaker. Khali is a good heel, as much as Khali there's no Khali fans, but as much as fans hate to admit it, he makes a good heel. He's no bitch. He's no fucking little scaredy cat. He just walks down the ring and just kicks the shit out of you. He makes a good heel. I just wish the guy could talk. He'd have a little bit of potential there, but maybe not. I'm not defending Khali. There's no point to defend him. There's nothing to defend. I mean, he can't do anything. Right. And the thing that you also mentioned about TNA storylines never making any sense or anything like stuff like that. That's what I like about them. You know, that's what I like about them. You don't expect anything from them. I mean, you don't expect the heel to come on top. I mean, there's nothing to expect. I mean, that's the wonderful thing about TNA. It's just like nothing makes sense, and that's what I like about it. I know that Ash Manson, another shooter, has mentioned the same thing, and he's right. I'm on the same boat with him. But as far, you know, that's what I like about it. Their storylines don't make any sense. You don't know who's going to win come pay-per-view time, at least for good matches. You don't know who's going to go over. WWE is the exact opposite. It's pretty rudimentally sound, like who's going to win the pay-per-view, who's going to win the match, who's going to win at Wrestle. I mean, right now, can you predict the TNA pay-per-view 2 or 3 months from now? No. Can you predict the main event at WrestleMania? Yeah, you can predict it right now. And you most likely, I mean, the odds are you may be right, you may be wrong. I guess 50-50, but that's still better than what you would get for TNA. Obviously, you're pretty sure Kurt Angle's going to be the champion 2 or 3 months from now, but you don't know who he's going to be facing. I mean, WWE is like, okay, Taker's going to win the Rumble. I don't know. In my opinion, I think I have this feeling that Ric Flair is winning the Royal Rumble. I know I've probably said this before, but I think the story they're not building him up to win the Rumble, but I think McMahon's going to put a stipulation that the Royal Rumble counts as a match. He's going to be entered in the Rumble, and I bet you he wins it. Unless if he doesn't have a match, if he's in the Rumble, he's going to win it. With Mad Dog 2001, basically, Max said, hope you accept this video response. I don't see why not. I mean, I didn't slam you or anything like that. Plus, I like your videos. They're pretty good. I think you should take it a little easy. Or maybe just stop making TNA videos, because it just pisses the fuck out of you every time you watch it. And I can understand that. I mean, the same thing happens to me when I watch Packer games. It's like, why do I keep watching them? They just piss me off even more. Every time I watch them, I just get even more angry. These people overrate the fuck out of Al Harris. Anyways, Mad Dog 2001. I'm out.